Welcome to the first episode of Samsung KX Innovation Sessions. Innovation Sessions are weekly episodes that cover a range of helpful topics and tech solutions. In this particular session, we'll be covering successful strategies using positivity and tech. I am Kirsty Nicole Hadley, the founder of GRL PWR Gang, and today I'll be interviewing Carrie Ann Roberts, the founder of Mère Soeur, and Sapphire Bates, the founder of the Coven Girl Gang. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
GRL PWR Gang is a collective of girls in the creative industries that helps girls break into the creative industries. Please describe your business and mission statement in one sentence, Sapphire.
The Coven is an online membership platform for female founders and freelancers, and we provide a support network and community.
But my business is all about supporting mums, sisterhood amongst mothers. I have a lifestyle brand and I have a podcast and I write.
Your brand name is Mère Soeur, and that means?
Mother and sister in French.
When I launched GRL PWR Gang 4 years ago, it was to solve a problem that I had identified, which was that girls weren't helping girls get ahead in the workplace. And I think that was because there weren't as many opportunities as there should have been. So it's sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more we help each other, the more opportunities we create, the more work there is. So I was never trying to come up with an innovative business idea. It just was innovative because it was solving a problem. Carrie, what problem were you solving when you launched your business?
I don't think I was really trying to solve a problem. I think sometimes the best ideas come from things that you think are lacking, and it doesn't even feel like an idea. It just sort of, you feel that it's missing, so you start doing it. And I think at the time I was 24, I was a single mum, like very newly single mum. And I just thought there was so much shame around that label, and there was so much guilt. And, I didn't feel ashamed. I didn't feel guilty or anything. I felt really proud. And I wanted to design products that sort of reflected that, things that I would want to wear. You're not setting out to be innovative. You're innovative. You're just doing what you feel needs to happen.
Sapphire, when you launched the Coven Girl Gang, what problem had you identified and then solved when you launched the business?
I was really lonely, and when I started my first business, I had a flower studio, and I started that at 20, and all of my friends were going out and drinking and going off to uni or were still at uni and were doing kind of like young 20-year-old things, and I was trying to start a business and was juggling all these different jobs to try and pay my bills and trying to basically be, I guess, a bit more of an adult or do something that felt more adult. So I wanted to create something that was virtual. I basically thought I could create some kind of online community, a way where I could literally pick up my device and have a whole community of people around me without ever leaving the house.
That was the same for me though with mums. And I built my business on an app, but it was more than a business. It was like a whole community. And that's literally what got me through like the first few years of being a single mum.
I think that tech has given a huge amount of women financial independence, actually, because we are able to launch and run businesses via our devices. That's quite a huge thing.
Absolutely. It gives you so much more control. And I think once you realise you can be really resourceful and use what you do have access to, and a lot of it is free, the things you can do with that, it's pretty much limitless.
In one sentence, how has tech helped your business survive in 2020?
Tech has helped my business survive in 2020 by just allowing me to maintain a sense of community, allowing me to share, forcing me sort of to share, the circumstances have forced me to share more of the back end of the running of my business. So I'm just showing more and making more available to my customers, to my community, and just giving them a bit more to engage with.
It enabled me to continue to make money without leaving my house, and without having tech I would have zero income right now, and I'd be really stuck as a limited company.
I think one of the things that has been really brilliant about tech in recent times especially is that it has kept us all so connected.
I think tech's super helpful when you're working from home and you're parenting, because you can flip between devices, whether, you know, the tablet is being used, which it often is, when you're trying to work and you've got a 5-year-old at home. So it's super helpful to have different devices you can use, like ways to keep track of how many steps you're doing, like if you're getting enough exercise, all of that business, as well as, you know, replying to your emails while you're trying to cook the dinner or whatever it is.
I would describe both of you as being really positive people. How has being a positive person helped you in your business?
I believe that what you put out into the world, you get back, and positive things attract positive. So positive thoughts attract positive results. And for me, I move forward and I get things done and I make things happen if I'm positive.
I think like there's something about when you're positive, you're just naturally a problem solver as opposed to a problem creator. And that is like invaluable in business. What are your top tips for growing a community online?
Have a cause, stand for something and let people know what that is. Be yourself and be who you really are, and be niche. Finally, stand out.
Make use of all of the free tech you can, all of the apps, all the things you can do from your devices, building a website for free, taking your pictures, using your devices, using social media to market your products or services, whatever it may be.
Sapphire and Carrie, what are your top tips for launching a business on zero budget?
Ooh, this is my favorite one because I never borrowed a penny for the business ever. So basically there are so many apps, so many social media platforms you can access on pretty much any device that are all free, that will all help you sell your product, tell your story, engage with other people, build a community. Literally just sit down and write all of the things you can do for nothing, like photo shoots at home, get people to take pictures of you. Like my first ever product photos were taken by my nana in the field next to my mum's house. I literally drew her a picture and was like, this is what needs to be in the frame. And it was me holding Riv with like a tote bag that had like stuffed with things to make it look like it had stuff in there. And I just posted that. I didn't even have a website. You can also get a website for free. It might not be like the best one you could possibly imagine, but it saves you having to pay for a developer. There's no need to do that unless you have something really complicated. You don't have to do it. You can do pretty much everything yourself. So I'd never used any kind of like graphic design things before. I literally just learned how to do it using free apps or things I could access on the internet, like design tools or whatever. And yeah, I didn't even have a website. I just said, DM me if you want one, send me your details. And that's how I did it. So you don't need everything. You don't need all your ducks in a row at all. I'm such a believer in learning on the job. Like any mistakes you make will only really help you in the long run, you know, if you don't let them derail you completely.
Yeah. Sapphire, what are your top tips for launching a business on zero budget?
So I skill swapped a lot. I didn't borrow any money. I did put like a couple grand into launching the platform because I couldn't launch a membership platform that was quite like techie and had to be like hidden, and you had to have different plans that you could sign up to. There was no way with my skill that I could build that. So I just started to skill swap stuff. Obviously I was a florist, so I was just giving out flowers left, right and center. Like I'll do your wedding flowers if you help me do this. I'll, you know, sit down with you and show you how you build a marketing plan if you could help me do some graphics. And quite often, to get the cost down, what I would do is draw out the designs, and I still do that now.
Thank you so much for watching the first of Samsung KX's innovation sessions. We hope that you found our advice helpful, and we'll be back with Samsung KX in 2 weeks' time to talk about how to maximize your social media.